Did you like that focus pull this new camera lens is? So it's almost Christmas, and I thought, why not do a sort of motivation video on how to get motivated to fold origami. So a few of my friends have been sort of on and off folding, and they weren't sure what to fold, how to fold it, what paper to use. So why not, let's cover a few points on how to get motivated to fold origami. I asked on Instagram what motivates you to get folding, and a bunch of you replied, so I'm going to quickly go through those answers at the end of the video. What motivates me folding is, there's a few things. When I wake up, I don't automatically think, what's the hardest model I can make? What's the most complex model I can make? What's the craziest paper I want to make? This or that. It's mainly what I want to fold as a model in general, what I would like to have displayed, what I can finally say I have made, I have accomplished that model, I have it displaying in my home. It's not, what's the hardest model I can make? I never do that. What I've been making mostly is coated insects, and the reason for that is not because they're complex, because I have been making paper, which is Luxury by the way, you can buy in the description, which is suited for models that require thin paper, such as insects. So what I mean by folding what I want and what I would like to have displayed in the house, another thing is, what I mean what I fold is, I don't follow trends. So, oh my god, everyone's making the Ancient Dragon, another by Satoshi Kamiya. Does that mean I need to make it? No, it doesn't. Does that mean you need to make it? No, it doesn't. Don't just go with what people fold, what people say. Fold what you want to make, because not everyone has experience for those models. Not everyone has practice. Not everyone has skills and the knowledge to collapse crease patterns, shape it, what to do next after it. So don't follow trends. Follow what you want to fold. Follow what your heart says. Like Ryujin and Coated Lobster. For the Ryujin, it's not because of it's like the most known model. It's not because of it's the hardest crease pattern ever. It's because I would like to be able to say I have this model displayed in my home, and I would like to say that I've made it and I pushed myself to make it, and I have accomplished this mammoth of a task. So that is what makes me motivated. And for Coated Lobster, it's one of his greatest models. Everyone knows about it, and it's because I believe I've got the experience, the skills, the knowledge, the practice to attempt this model. So that's another thing that motivates me. So the second thing that motivates me is the paper I make. And when it comes to making paper, for models that have the same colour, it's like, if I want to make brown, then what brown should I make? What colour of brown should I make? Should I make a light brown? Should I make a dark brown? Should I make a black brown? Should I make a light brown with dark brown through it, or dark brown with light brown through it? And if it's colour changed, what colours should I make? How should I make the colours? What paper should I use? What size? Then once I make the paper that I want to use, I fold it. And of course this is a prime example. Knowing how to make your own paper or buy it, you can put it towards a model that you want to make, which is the Tomater by Eugene. I have the name on the screen, the full title and designer. But this is one of the models that I was super happy I was able to make, especially with my homemade paper, and I'm so happy that I've actually done it. And it's that feeling you get after accomplishing a model, not with your own paper, but that feeling you get at the end is amazing, and it's what pushes me to make models constantly, over and over. Complex, hard, easy, beginner, it doesn't matter. The feeling is the same for everyone. Solving your first crease pattern is a brilliant task. Solving your second one with the knowledge you learned from the first makes it easier, so it motivates you to push through crease patterns, basically going up the ranks of difficulty. And that is a great skill you should learn, is making your paper and solving crease patterns. I touched on this a little part in the beginning, but the third thing that motivates me is the process that you go through when folding. For everyone that's watching, don't rush folding. It's not a race, it's not a competition, it's not this model is better than yours, I'm better than you, this or that. It's all about when you fold, whether it's crease pattern or diagram or video tutorial, you understand the mechanics of the folds, the paper, the creases. You start to become more alert to seeing these in other models, same patterns and crease patterns, same sinks and diagrams, etc. So it's all about taking your time, enjoying every single crease, every single movement, and getting from the square to the finished model. And there's a lot of satisfaction in that entire process. So that is the 3 points that help to motivate me. I know there are probably much more, but I can't think of them right now because when I'm put on camera, I forget. So we're going to go to responses that I got on Instagram. Let me just find them. Noah Origami's music. That could motivate you, yeah. When you're folding, you're listening to good music, your favourite music. That helps you get into the rhythm of folding. That does help. I do that all the time, especially when shaping. Bodo said Shia LaBeouf, if that's how you pronounce the name. Yeah, just do it. That is true. Don't hold back. Motivate yourself by attempting a model you probably can't make, or you don't have as much experience as you need. Kevin the folder, I'll die when I stop folding. So that's exactly as I am. Louise, the amazing feeling that I have to do something to stop being bored. Again, that is good as well, because if you have nothing to do, then you want to fold. That helps you get back into folding if you haven't been folding in a while, so that does help. Purple Pickle, knowing I need to fold something if it's been a while. Again, the exact same as the last one. Jan, your voice inside my head. I don't know how much motivation that is. I hope if it is, in a good way. Jed, girlfriend. Yeah, keep folding and I'll get an origami girlfriend. Binyam, likes and comments, I'm an attention whore. Again, that is good as well because I do YouTube, I post multiple videos on origami, I get tons of replies and responses by you guys and girls. You give me your feedback, your responses, what you like, what you don't like, and then I take that on board and use that to help motivate me to make better quality content or new types of videos, which I try to do the most. Paperboy, music and the desire to have it on my shelf. Exactly what as I said before, that feeling and the ability to say I have made that model. I pushed myself to make Ray Eugene or one of Kota's models or one of Robert Lang's models or Kamiya's new Ancient Dragon. I pushed myself to do that. So that is a great thing. Justin, the end result, again, it's a great point. Looking at, for instance, the chameleon and seeing the finished model and then going, can I make that? Can I replicate that model? Can I make it better? Then I want to find out if I can. So I'm going to do it and then see what results I get. That's a really good point as well. Gassed, seeing the finished product and if it is a gift to the person's face when they see it. Exactly, that is a really good thing as well. Because if people tell you, you're good at folding, that's an amazing model, then there's nothing better than that. Origami, yes, many creators like boys, you, Find Simon, and many more from India also. Again, look up to people, just because you look up to someone who is a million times better than you, never let that put you down. Never ever say, I'm never going to get as good as that. My models are never going to look as good. How can I make, I've been folding the same amount as this person, but I'm nowhere near as good. Never say that. If people look up to me, then that is fantastic. But I am here because I've got 8 years of folding, years of folding from crease patterns, years of folding from diagrams, years of folding from my own paper that I make, years of making my own paper. So I came up with designs, not a few designs that are terrible, lots of paper techniques, lots of different types of paper, and I've made many models. So over those 8 years I have got a vast amount of experience in all of origami. So thank you Origami, that is the awesome look of the finished origami. Exactly. I can wake up and look at every day and admire that I made this model. I made the paper, I made the colours, then I took my time to make this model, and I finally have it on display in my home, which is such a heartwarming feeling. So thank you, dude. Lion. Aye, this is my comment log. Looking up cool models inspires me, and the finished product motivates me. Again, exactly what as I mentioned before, looking at models, it's like that feeling I got when I first saw Ryujin all those years ago when I started folding for my first tutorial by Rob's World. And I remember just thinking, like, I saw the model, like basically the most known picture of Kamiya Ryujin, which I'll have on the screen, I will not forget. Because I didn't know much about origami back then, I couldn't understand how it came together, how it was origami. I don't think I knew at the time that I was one square. I just saw a paper model that looked like a dragon. That was also really cool. Maybe, in a way, this model ignited something in me right from the beginning that started a countdown of my entire learning process that would eventually lead me to making Ryujin at the end. So that could be a possibility. Andrea, sorry, hopefully I pronounced your name correct. I just love it. That is a great way to round off this video. I just love origami. Just like saying, I just love chocolate. I love eating chocolate, I love cooking with it, I love baking with it, I love experimenting with it. But that, we probably all have that in us. I just love origami. It's exactly what it is. I just love folding. I love folding from crease parts. I love making my own paper, experimenting with colours, creating unique videos, collapsing complex models live, top 10 videos, everything. I love everything to do with origami. And when I wake up, I decide what I would like to make. If I'm making a video, what video I would like to make to show you guys. If I'm trying to find an origami girlfriend, how will I go about finding an origami girlfriend? Everything comes together and meets in the heart. And you trust your heart, you trust yourself. I hope this video helps to motivate you if you're going on and off folding. Perfectly fine. Not every day I fold. Some days I make paper, some days I don't make paper, some days I collapse, some days I do both, some days I do nothing. When I was making the Ryujin, the tutorial, I collapsed that, nothing for a week. Collapsed another bit, nothing for a month. Collapsed a bit, nothing for 2 weeks. So I went big gaps without folding anything or in the way of touching paper. So I just love it. You don't need to love origami. Love yourself. Origami will come. If that makes sense. But I hope this video inspires you to help get motivated and fold more. Thank you for watching.